Hey, what up? It's Quin Real, and you're on your1spot.com. I heard something called In Control Volume 1 by Marley Marl. That's like one of the first things I heard. Then I heard Rakim. As far as hip hop albums, that's the first one I heard. One of them, Run DMC. You know, everybody, that's they originators. But the first one I heard that I thought I could really do it was hearing everybody on Marley Marl's album, like Craig G, Big Daddy Kane. But the dude who really inspired me to want to do it, man, is Rakim. When I first heard Rakim, man, that was it for me. I was hooked. I was in there, and I ain't looked back since then. You know what I'm saying? Then I started to write when I was like the 7th or 8th grade, just writing little simple rhymes, just piecing it together, as we call them, elementary school rhymes. But that's where I started at, about 7th or 8th grade. Well, I remember, I just remember 4 bars of it, man, but it was a whole page that I wrote. But I was in the 7th grade and I wrote something, and I said, I'm MCQ, gonna rock for you, and here's exactly what I'm gonna do. And then I went into it. That was like the first rhyme I ever wrote, man. Cheers. My major influence and who brought me in the game, it all runs together, man. When I first started really just taking it serious, this is right after, how everybody, I don't know if a few people remember, but some will. Y'all gonna remember that we used to go up to North Cross Mall and record in that little booth and make those little tapes. Everybody remember that. Everybody who was lit back, around back then, they remember that. But like when I first got serious about it, I ran into a cat named Casanova, one of the architects of the Austin movement. Like, he's one of the pioneers of it all, man. He had a group that he was in, and they had a song called Army Man. It was a group called Project Crew. I don't know if everybody remember it. And my family was in that group. Dank, her name's Eric. She was in that group. And he was one of the first cats I ran into where I was really starting to just at about really finna take it seriously. And I started doing a couple of tracks to some instrumentals he made himself right there on the spot for me. He asked me to spit for him, I spit for him, and then he kind of listened to my style and figured out what he could do, and we ran and did it. And I ain't stopped since then, man. Since then, and then one of the other cats I ran into after that was T Double, and he really helped me. He really had me like focus it into projects and mixtapes, and to take it into a specific area instead of just making tracks and recording and making tracks. So really, I didn't really know how to format any of that. I was just learning about bars and how to put bars together, man. But he helped me really focus and hone it in. And then my brother Nook, he's my brother. I just consider my brother. He's another one. He took me to the next level. After I hooked up with Casanova, I ran into T Double, and my cousin at the same time. My cousin G Wayne, he was hearing what I was doing, and my brother, they heard what I was doing. They remember the times when we used to go freestyle at North Cross Mall, and they were trying to do something. He got locked up, and when he got out, he ran into a cat named Jonathan. We call him Johnny Bond. And we started thinking about formulating a group, and we was gonna name the group after the street we all kind of, raised and grew up on, and that was Thurgood, and we called ourselves Thurgood Hustlers. And we ran into Johnny Bond, and he listened to us spit. He listened to all 3 of us spit, and when he heard us spit, he started making beats for us, and he made a few beats for us. He made one song called Bout My Meal. I wasn't originally supposed to even be on the song, but my brother and my cousin were. and they made the song. I heard it, and it was fire, and I wanted to be on it. And then that's when we started coming up with the group concept. And once we did that, man, it wasn't no turning back. We started making them, just started recording it and getting it all lined up to make a mixtape and an album. And right when that started to happen, we started to hear about shows. We started reading in the Chronicle, just catching flyers here and there, and we started hearing about shows like Big Pokey, you know, Houston cats coming down here and opening up for them. And we went in from there. We just went in. We just started asking questions. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen if you don't ask questions. And we just went in and asked and see who the club owner of the spots they was at, went and performed and shut it down. That's what we did. So that's how. The first show I was in was it was a group setting with me, my cousin, and my brother. We was called Third Good Hustlers, and we opened up for Big Pokey, and that was, man, it was a hot minute ago. But I don't know if y'all also remember, there used to be a club called Club 3000, and then they named the club Dessau. It was right there off Dessau. That was the first time we hit the stage, and we showed out, and they was really feeling our sound. We opened up for Big Pokey, and just a lot of people was like, man, you motherfuckers, y'all great. Y'all really go hard. Shit, man, that was the first time I ever hit the stage, and it felt good, man. It was a rush. It was like nothing I'd ever experienced before, and nothing I pretty much ain't felt since. Like the birth of my kids, real talk, and I loved it, and I loved it, and I still love it today, and I'm addicted to it. I just love to do it. You know what I'm saying? I really want to say that this YourOneSpot.com thing that my brother Heath is doing is really special, man, because ain't nobody doing this. Like, nobody, we all, like, the ones who really know and the ones who really are on top of it, period, know, and they make statements and they make comments, you know, about knowing the history and knowing the true pioneers and knowing where it started and where Austin hip hop came from and come up. Nobody ain't doing that, and he's doing it right now. Like, I know I ain't gonna be the only interview, and I know I wasn't the first, but he's doing it, man. And this is very necessary. That's all I'm gonna say. This is very necessary, and it's good to see. Well, you already know who it is, man. If you want to get in contact with me, or you want me on something, man, just come up and holler at me. I'll be where it's at, you know. And also, you know, you can call me 512-709-0602. That's my number, and you can reach me on. You can actually go to certain websites and see the videos I posted on YouTube. Just type in my name, it's there. And you can reach me at eastsideholding@gmail.com or Quin Real Styles @gmail.com. You can reach me at either one of those. If you want to just chop it up with me, or if you want to collab on something, you can reach me at any of that. Just holler at me.